You've probably heard people profess their fondness for getting behind the wheel and taking off on an unplanned trip. For some, the road itself becomes the attraction. But what if that road took you through a mountain, the middle of a building, or over a European bridge that looks like it was plucked straight from a Dr. Seuss illustration? What about an Asian interchange that feels more like a roller coaster? Here are the 15 most strange roads that seem too whimsical to be real, but you can actually drive on them. Just make sure to keep your eyes on the road. Let's start off with number 15, Trollstigen. If you're looking for a road that feels straight out of a fantasy tale, Trollstigen in Norway is the perfect adventure. This famous Troll's Path is a winding mountain road with 11 hairpin bends, offering breathtaking views of cascading waterfalls, rugged cliffs, and lush greenery. Built in the 1930s, it has become a hotspot for travelers, attracting over 150,000 vehicles annually. What makes it even more magical? The local fascination with trolls. Businesses and homes in the area proudly display intricate wooden troll statues, adding a whimsical charm to the experience. There's even a unique highway sign warning drivers to watch out for trolls, though encountering one might require a vivid imagination. As you navigate its thrilling curves, Trollstigen offers more than just a drive. It's a journey into Norwegian folklore and stunning natural beauty. Whether you're there for the views or the legends, Trollstigen promises an unforgettable ride. Number 14, Magnetic Hill. Have you ever seen a car mysteriously roll uphill? At Magnetic Hill in Ladakh, this phenomenon is up close and personal. Nestled in the breathtaking region of Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh is famed for its majestic mountains and serene landscapes. Along the main highway, Magnetic Hill beckons adventurers and curious minds alike. Despite its name, it has no magnetic or magical properties. Rather, the surrounding slopes create a kind of optical illusion that makes it appear like cars are traveling uphill, when, in fact, they are rolling downhill. This rare hill has become a tourist attraction. There is even a sign that announces where it begins and tells drivers how to experience the illusion. If they put the car in neutral at the starting line, they will gently roll forward, seemingly uphill, at a few miles per hour. While there are many magnetic or gravity hills around the world, if you want to experience this specific phenomenon, Ladakh is the place to go. Number 13, Baldwin Street, New Zealand. If you think walking up a steep hill is tough, try tackling Baldwin Street in Dunedin, New Zealand, the world's steepest residential street. According to Guinness World Records, this gravity-defying road has a gradient of 19 degrees at its steepest point. That's a rise of 1 meter for every 2.86 meters traveled. The rest of the street isn't much easier, with an average gradient of 1.341, making it a challenge for both walkers and cars alike. But Baldwin Street isn't just about the incline, it's a local icon. Tourists flock here to snap photos, while residents celebrate their unique road with quirky events. The Baldwin Street Gutbuster is a race up and down the hill that'll leave your legs begging for mercy, and during Dunedin's Chocolate Festival, people roll giant chocolate candies, known as giant Jaffas, down the slope. It's a steep climb, but Baldwin Street is worth every step for its charm and fun spirit. Number 12, Passage du Guay, France. In France, a country known for its well-maintained roads, Passage du Guay stands out for its unique and challenging nature. This 4.3-kilometer causeway connects the island of Noirmoutier to the French mainland, but it's only accessible for a few hours each day. The rest of the time, the road is submerged under the Atlantic Ocean. Timing is everything here. Travelers must carefully monitor tide schedules to avoid being stranded or caught in rising waters. The road's slippery surface, combined with its narrow width, adds an extra layer of risk. But for those who make it across, the reward is a journey unlike any other. Make sure you keep a close eye on the tide times, as you'll only have 3 hours to use it before the ocean returns. Now, let's move to number 11. Winston Churchill Avenue. Winston Churchill Avenue is no ordinary road. It's the main access point to Gibraltar, a British overseas territory, and intersects with the runway of Gibraltar International Airport. Yes, you heard that right. This unique road runs directly across the airport's only runway. When planes are landing or taking off, traffic comes to a halt as security barriers are raised to prevent vehicles from crossing. Currently, Churchill Avenue is the sole connection between Spain and Gibraltar, making it impossible to avoid this unusual setup. Although an under-airport tunnel has been in the works for years, repeated delays have pushed its completion date well past the originally planned 2018. Thankfully, the airport isn't too busy, with only a few hundred monthly takeoffs and landings, peaking during summer. This quirky intersection exists because the narrow isthmus linking Gibraltar to Spain is the only flat area suitable for both a runway and a roadway. Number 10. Civic Musical Road. We all know that roads are usually designed for practicality, but the Lancaster Musical Road in California adds a delightful twist. This unique stretch of pavement transforms an everyday drive into a symphony. Using rumble strips with precise depth and spacing, it plays part of Rossini's William Tell Overture finale when cars drive over it at the right speed. Originally named the Civic Musical Road after Honda's compact model, it was created as part of an ad campaign. The quarter-mile Melody Road was initially built in a residential area, but had to be relocated after noise complaints from nearby residents. Now, it sits in a quieter location, away from homes, where drivers can enjoy its musical charm without disruption. The Lancaster Musical Road is a creative reminder that even mundane infrastructure can strike the right chord. Now, let's move to number 9. The 99-Turn Road, China. Think your commute is tough? Welcome to the 99-Turn Road in Tianmen Mountain National Park, China. A twisting, jaw-dropping marvel that winds its way up nearly 6,161 feet through some of the most breathtaking scenery in the world. With 99 sharp hairpin turns, it's a test of nerves and skill for even the most seasoned drivers. This road isn't just visually stunning, it's also dangerous. Steep gradients and unpredictable weather make every journey a white-knuckle ride, and the constant threat of earthquakes only adds to the thrill. Despite the risks, the road draws countless adventurers eager to conquer its curves or take in the view from a cable car high above. More than just a roadway, the 99-Turn Road is a symbol of daring engineering and a gateway to the ethereal beauty of Tianmen Mountain. Number 8. KATU Yarik Pass, Russia. The KATU Yarik Pass in Siberia's remote Altai region isn't just a road, it's a daring adventure through one of Russia's wildest landscapes. Sitting 3,137 feet above sea level, this steep mountain pass is a narrow, unpaved path carved into the cliffs. With its loose gravel and 19% gradients, it's strictly for 4x4s and drivers with nerves of steel. No guardrails stand between you and sheer drops into the Chulishman Valley below, making every turn a white-knuckle experience. Along the way, drivers must cross streams and navigate switchbacks that challenge even seasoned adventurers. However, the reward is more than worth it. Sweeping views of untouched wilderness that stretch as far as the eye can see. KATU Yarik is not for the faint-hearted, but for those bold enough to take it on. It offers a one-of-a-kind glimpse into Siberia's rugged beauty. Number 7. Kwasi Canyon Road, Peru. The Kwasi Canyon Road in southern Peru takes you deep into the world's third deepest canyon, a journey that is as mesmerizing as it is challenging. This 10 to 12-hour drive is not fully paved, and only 4x4 vehicles are advised to attempt it. During the rainy season, the road becomes a muddy and treacherous pathway, often rendering it impassable. The route snakes along sheer cliffs, offering breathtaking views of the canyon's dramatic landscapes. Along the way, travelers encounter remote villages, lush valleys, and glimpses of traditional Peruvian life. While the road is a test of patience and skill, it rewards adventurers with an unforgettable experience through one of the world's most spectacular natural wonders. Number 6. Umeda exit of the Hanshin Expressway, Japan. In the bustling city of Osaka, Japan, space is at such a premium that an expressway exit runs through a building. The Umeda exit of the Hanshin Expressway passes directly through the Gate Tower building, taking up 3 of its 16 floors. The highway is isolated from the buildings with barriers to minimize noise and vibrations, but to passers-by, it appears as though the two are seamlessly connected. This unusual setup was the result of a long-standing conflict between landowners and a highway company. After years of negotiation, they reached a compromise. The highway would be built through the building, rather than over or around it. Today, the Umeda exit is a unique engineering marvel and a symbol of creative urban planning in one of Japan's most crowded cities. Number 5. Nordschleife at the Nurburgring, Germany. Known as the Green Hell, the Nordschleife at Germany's Nurburgring is a legendary racetrack famous for its twists, turns, and unforgiving challenges. Originally built in the 1920s, this iconic track has hosted countless races and car testing events over the decades. Automakers still use the Nordschleife to test and promote new models, showcasing their performance on one of the toughest circuits in the world. What makes the Nordschleife even more unique is its public access. On designated days, anyone with a car or motorcycle can drive on the track, paying a toll for the privilege. It's an exhilarating experience for motorsport enthusiasts, though drivers must take responsibility for their own safety and any accidents. For those seeking a more competitive environment, the Nürburgring also offers track days with race-like conditions. Whether for professionals or amateurs, the Nordschleife remains a bucket list destination for gearheads around the globe. Number 4. Guoliang Tunnel, China. Hidden within China's Taihang Mountains, the Guoliang Tunnel is as much a piece of history as it is a road. Carved by hand in the 1970s by 13 villagers armed with little more than hammers and chisels, this tunnel stands as a tribute to sheer determination. For 5 long years, these villagers worked tirelessly to create a safe route to connect their isolated community to the outside world. What makes this tunnel truly unique are its windows, gaps in the rock that offer jaw-dropping views of the cliffs and valleys below. As vehicles pass through, they seem to disappear and reappear like something out of a movie. Today, the Guoliang Tunnel isn't just a lifeline for the village, it's a tourist magnet. Visitors come from far and wide to marvel at the road's rugged beauty and to pay homage to the incredible human effort behind its construction. Number 3. Nanoo Bridge Interchange. Strange isn't enough to describe Shanghai's Nanoo Bridge. It's downright mind-bending. This engineering marvel connects the city's historic core to the modern Pudong area, replacing slow, tedious ferry trips with a futuristic drive. What grabs attention, though, isn't just its purpose, but its dizzying spiral interchange. Part roller coaster, part maze, the multi-lane ramp loops twice in a mesmerizing circle before cars even reach the streets below. Built in the 1990s, the Nanoo Bridge was ahead of its time, reflecting Shanghai's ambition to become a global megacity. While much of the city's skyline is barely 2 decades old, this bridge has earned a timeless spot in its urban fabric. Its unique design not only saves space in one of the world's most crowded cities, but also gives drivers a thrilling experience that's anything but ordinary. It's a strange and unforgettable gateway to a city that never stops reinventing itself. Number 2. Storsey Sundit Bridge. While it's technically not a road itself, Norway's Atlanterhavsveien, or Atlantic Road, is an art of engineering and a dream for adventurers. Often called the world's most beautiful drive and honored as the Norwegian construction of the century, it's more than just a route. It's an experience. Lonely Planet even named it one of the best places to mend a broken heart, and it's not hard to see why. Among its many highlights, the Toysuit Bridge stands out. As the longest of the Atlantic Road's 8 bridges, it's known for its dramatic design. With a steep curve at its peak, the bridge looks almost otherworldly, like something out of a fantasy tale. From a distance, it plays a clever optical trick. The road appears to disappear as if any car daring to cross would plunge straight into the ocean. But this illusion is all part of its brilliance, designed to give ships plenty of clearance while adding a touch of magic to the journey. Number 1. Atlantic Road, Norway. This twisting ribbon of coastal concrete might look beautiful, but don't be fooled. It's one of Norway's most strange and dangerous roads when the wild Atlantic comes too close. With its sharp turns, steep curves, and sudden twists, driving here feels like a roller coaster ride through nature's untamed beauty. However, when the weather turns, which it often does in this part of the world, the road transforms into a white-knuckle challenge. Visibility can vanish in seconds, leaving drivers at the mercy of roaring winds and towering waves that crash over the barriers with terrifying force. This road is more than strange. It's a jaw-dropping feat of engineering wrapped in a constant battle with the elements. If adventure is your calling, the Atlantic Ocean Road will deliver thrills, but tread carefully. It demands respect and caution. Hope you have found this video interesting. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you soon.